Excerpts from Impossible Realities by Maureen Caudill. My friend was going through a terrible time. He was deeply upset, in emotional turmoil, desperately unhappy, just as desperately worried about how that would change everything about his life. I knew for a fact how upset my friend was. For about 2 weeks, every minute of every day that my friend wasn't actively involved in doing something that engaged his attention, such as working or talking with friends, he was mentally screaming in agony. And I was picking up those screams. Those screams were so agonized that I would wake up in the middle of the night hearing my friend scream in my head. They would turn on and off abruptly in the daytime, but at night they were nearly continuous for hours at a time. I knew whose screams they were. I knew what caused those screams. I couldn't even really talk with my friend about it because I knew that he had no idea he was broadcasting his personal agony so loudly, and he probably didn't want anyone to know how much he was suffering. So, for 2 weeks, I suffered right along with my friend. At his father's funeral, I was just fine, until, suddenly, I was completely overwhelmed by waves of grief and suffering. Not my grief and suffering, but those of everyone who was about to arrive to mourn my friend's father. It felt as if I was being battered by a wave after wave of emotional trauma. Thinking, somewhat foolishly, that if I sat far away from where everyone else was sitting, it would be less painful. I tried to meditate and build up a few defenses against this unexpected emotional battering. It didn't work. Throughout the service, I was constantly struggling simply to sit upright and to build some defenses against the emotions hitting me from all sides.